Hello, Omi.
Oh my gosh!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Surprise!
Oh my goodness.
So since I landed, everybody was like, you gotta go meet Omi. You gotta see Omi.
Stop, that's amazing.
And we showed up at your door and your husband was like, I want to be a part of the surprise.
This is amazing.
Well, you are camera ready. So here's the thing. Can we get some video of you in the kitchen doing your kitchen thing? And
Absolutely.
we'll keep talking and
Absolutely. If you let me clean up in there a little bit.
do what you gotta do.
This was, it was a whiskey mango smash.
Okay.
With a shrimp ceviche and a tostón cup.
That looks
So if you let me make that for you, I can do that now.
Are you gonna make it now?
I can totally do that right now.
Stop. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And
I'm
we
excited.
can share. Like a true Puerto Rican, I keep my oil in the oven.
Okay.
Okay. This is what my kids are having. This is what I'm having. Okay? Because if I have what they're having, then I'll never lose any kind of weight. It's just what it is.
You know, you are such an inspiration because there are so many people watching this who dream of doing something else but don't have the ability to take that leap. Or don't have the courage to do it.
Yeah. And I recognize also that support matters.
Sure.
That support of your loved ones,
Absolutely.
your family, your friends.
But listen, I heard your husband was ill
Yeah.
at one point.
Still.
And so, I mean, have you at times been sort of the head of the house?
I am the head of the house. I am still the head of the house. He's the person who leads the home.
Absolutely.
But in terms of earnings, it's only me right now because of him being handicapped. He was diagnosed with a degenerative bone disease,
Okay.
which attacks all of his joints and ligaments
Okay.
in specific.
Okay.
And so it doesn't take much. It could be anything, and it'll be a torn tricep or
Right.
a torn pec
Right.
or Achilles, or he had both knees replaced. In 2020, he had one knee replaced. 2021, he had the second knee replaced. And it was, every year has been something.
So tell me how that affected you.
March of 2020, to be exact. March 2020. I was at the grocery store. I was in the parking lot. It's where I often went to go cry because we were struggling financially with everything. I mean, my kids never saw it, but good God, like lights off and everything. Never did I miss a meal. Never did we, never were we out on the street, but it was just the stress, the weight. And I remember going to the parking lot that day, that specific day, and I had $30 to my name. That was it. And I said, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get what I need, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna cook. On that very day, I turned on my camera and I said, hola mi gente, anybody wanna cook with me? I'm lonely.
That was the day.
That was the day. I have video, I have proof of it, that was the day.
Did you post that?
I did.
You did.
I did.
Did you ever figure out what seems to be your secret sauce that makes it go viral?
No, I don't. I post I post the food that I grew up with. I post the food that a lot of Puerto Ricans connect with. I cook the food that I know a lot of them have lost along the way, whether because someone passed away or somebody never gave me that recipe, or so-and-so used to make it for me but never showed me. Like, those are the foods that I love to cook. And then whatever else I omify, of course, because I omify everything.
You omify.
I omify it. I'm like, it's going to be my own now. It's like I'm going to give it my own touch.
So what exactly are you doing here?
I'm going to be making some tostones, some canastitas de tostones. So
Okay.
it's tostones, but in a little cup.
And the tostones, for people who don't know.
They are a fried plantain,
Okay.
smashed fried plantain.
Got it.
Which, it's delicious.
Got it.
It's just delicious. If it's bubbling, we are right. Yeah, so we let those fry for 5-7 minutes, if that, and then we take them out, we smash them, turn them into little cups, and we fry them again. We double fry.
How many followers do you have across social media platforms?
A little over 1 million, something.
Wow.
And I don't focus on the numbers, although I would love.
What do you focus on?
I focus on the engagement with my audience. I focus on connecting with them. I'll never forget it. There was a dad. He wrote to me in the very, very beginning, and this is how it kind of like set the standard for me. He wrote to me and said, Omi, you are helping me make dishes for my boys that they used to have when their mom was still alive.
Oh,
She
wow.
passed away from cancer. And so he was just sharing that with me. And that connection, I'm not in his house. I don't know his boys. I have no idea. But that connection just told me that who's watching me is real. And their life is happening to them. Life is lifing.
You saw the impact of it.
Yeah.
You saw the impact.
And that I can make somewhat of a difference.
Did you reach out to him?
I did.
Did you respond
I did.
to
Oh
him?
yeah. Oh yeah. I respond to everyone. I really do. Maybe not everyone. But I respond to 95% of everyone.
Oh, that's how you do that.
That's how we do this. And we just smash it right back up. These are going back in here. Nice little cups.
Double fry.
Double fry. You guys able to drink on the job?
We can have we could have something. So what is that?
Agave,
Agave.
lime
okay.
juice,
Yes.
mango nectar,
Okay.
and now we're gonna go in with 2 ounces of the Singleton whiskey and a couple of splashes of aromatic bitters.
Oh. Okay.
Now, un bate que bate. I'm not a bartender, okay?
You got it.
I just like doing this part. Why so sad? Why so little? A little bit more ice.
So tell us where we are now.
We're about to plate.
Okay.
Queremos comer. We need to eat. So we're gonna plate. We're gonna put a little bit of this shrimp ceviche. It's really more like a shrimp salad because I wanted to add the cucumbers, the peppers, the onions. I wanted to add even some of the mango that was in the drink to give it a little bit of a sweetness, but it's still very much a savory dish.
Here we go. So should we take a sip first or a bite first?
Lo que te diga tu corazón. Whatever your heart tells you.
Honey, I'm still working on my English, so be slow. Okay. Cheers
Salud.
and thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Gracias.
Ooh, now that is very nice.
Again.
In South Louisiana, we would say bon appetit. Mm-hmm. So. Dang. Read the dripping on my face. It is
Una
good.
servilleta, por favor.
Ooh. My first tostone.
Huepa.
Very first one.
Did it.
Very first one.
So good.
So here's what I wanted to say to you. I'm not a big foodie. I don't have an appreciation for it. I eat like a child, and I'll eat the same thing day after day. So when they initially came to me and were like, this woman, she's a chef, I was like, that is not the story that I'm looking to tell. But I fell in love with your story. I can appreciate the cooking. Though it's not my love language, I can appreciate it. But I fell in love with your story, your authenticity, your transparency. And who doesn't love to root for someone who wins?
Thank you. Thank you. It's so cliche, but I know that sometimes when we go through things, it's not meant for us to go through them alone. It's really meant to help the next person who might be going through the same thing. So you can be a testimony to them that you also came out, and how how that encourages the next person is powerful.
So, what has been your takeaway from your own story?
To never stop growing, never stop dreaming. I stopped dreaming. Situations, your circumstances can cause you to stop dreaming. And when you no longer have vision, that is when you stop. You come to a halt. The moment you get a little bit of a window, you start to see a little bit of light, run to it. Go to it. Don't be afraid. Dream towards it. Take that leap. If you don't, if I didn't, I'd still be doing makeup. I saw the window and I took it.
Oh, I mean, is there a better ending? I don't know. If there is, you might have to write it.